I typically work with students who have intensely disruptive behaviors. So typically when we're called in to work with a student, they are no longer attending regular general education classes and that sort of thing. And our role is typically to reintegrate those students. So with that being said, I work with students with usually pretty extensive trauma histories. And I will say that if you've been born, you've had trauma. So it's a lot of kind of working through those things and really helping them to learn how to feel safe and how to attach to the caregivers that are with them, and then teaching them some regulation strategies once they feel safe. Safety is always the first step. If we can't feel safe, we can't move on to the next component. So feeling safe, teaching them some regulation strategies, having them be able to employ those strategies and choosing the right one, and then being able to then move from there to layering on skills and teaching them other methods like meditation, social emotional learning, somatic practices, and all of those other pieces so that they can excel, reconnecting them with peers and with the adults in their lives. And then we are usually reintegrating and we try to fade away into the woodwork. So most school districts we usually only work in for about 2 years. We take on all their tier 3 students. And usually by the end of the 2 years, we no longer have, usually we have a couple of tier 2s and mainly just tier 1s, and we leave that district and go someplace else. So we typically work with about 9 to 11 school districts a year, and that rotates every few years. So that's kind of how we look at things. I'm always looking at things through a trauma lens and how that's impacting the individual, and are we teaching them skills for their life and not just coping mechanisms to get through this moment, and is it actually beneficial in helping and healing for them? Because if it's not, then that's not something we're willing to devote time to and put in the effort for. So